All right, how are y'all doing today? Let's get it on. Daily Reflections, March 19th. Prayer. It works. It has been well said that almost the only scoffers at prayer are those who have never tried it enough. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Page 97. Having grown up in an agnostic household, I felt somewhat foolish when I tried praying. I knew there was a higher power working in my life. How else was I staying sober? But I certainly wasn't convinced it wanted to hear my prayers. People who had what I wanted said prayer was an important part of practicing the program, so I persevered. With commitment to daily prayer, I was amazed to find myself becoming more serene and comfortable with my place in the world. In other words, life became easier and less of a struggle. I'm still not sure to who or what listens to my prayers, but I never stop saying them for the simple reason that they work. And just for today, March 19th, something valuable to share. A simple, honest message of recovery from addiction rings true. Basic text, page 51. You're in a meeting. The sharing has been going on for some time. One or two members have described their spiritual experiences in an especially meaningful way. Another has had us all rolling in the aisles with entertaining stories. And then the leader calls on you. Gulp. You shyly introduce yourself, apologetically stammer out a few lines, thank everyone for listening, and sit out the rest of the meeting in embarrassed silence. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. We've all had times when we felt that we had to share, what we had to share wasn't spiritual enough, wasn't entertaining enough, wasn't something enough. But sharing is not a competitive sport. The meat of our meetings is identification and experience, something all of us have in abundance. When we share from our hearts the truth of our experience, other addicts feel they can trust us because they know that we're just like them. When we simply share what's been effective in our lives, we can be sure that our message will be helpful to others. Our sharing doesn't have to be either fancy or funny to ring true. Every addict working an honest program that brings meaningful recovery has something of immense value to share, something no one else can give, his or her own experience. Just for today, I have something valuable to share. I will attend a meeting and share my experience in recovery from addiction. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Today, you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you're tuning in from. And with that, I will take 24 hours for myself and wish you another 24 hours of continuous sobriety or whatever it is you're doing to keep staying alive.